majority of the people are just people like us. We are actually in school paying US dollars to be learning here. So the amount of hostility we receive is crazy.
From these people, right?
Like, I'm just here to get a degree and I will go. I also don't want to be here, you know.
People say that I buy expensive cars. But the issue is the cars are actually expensive to you. I buy cheap cars. They are not expensive to me. Why are these guys like this?
There's so many like celebrities who wear really nice clothes on other things, and then on the Met Gala, it's like, are you trying to be like innovative? Like,
or you're trying to be funny?
Are you trying to be extravagant? Like, it seems like it's such a miss, right? But then I'm like, now I get it, because it's not about the artist's personal fashion or anything.
My problem with male besties, right? It's not like I have a problem with you having that relationship. I'm not questioning your intentions with my girl, right? But like the things that come to my mind when you guys are together, and like the boundaries, you know, like I just don't feel like it's the right thing to do, man. I'm just against this.
When you're in a relationship, I would understand why the next person wouldn't want you to be close or friends with someone of the opposite sex, because a lot of people like believe, not even just believe, but a lot of times, like, what's it called? What do I call it? Different gender relationships, they're not completely genuine. It's like one person could actually be genuinely a friend, and the other one, maybe they're genuinely a friend, but like deep down they want it to be something else, or given the chance to, they would turn it into something else.
What's happening around the world? Ashwagandha. Where do we get what is red in the shell? Ashwagandha. From Cape to Cairo, we got the news and the info we tell. Every minute, any second. Stay tuned, stay prepared. Ashwagandha, ashwagandha. What's new, brand new, give me hope. Ashwagandha, ashwagandha. With the updates, that's how we roll.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Ashwagandha. Yes, I think this is gonna be a hot one, because I have so many things I want to talk about. You know, a lot has been going on. Anyway, it's we have Gigi besides me, and we're supposed to have Mr. Uga behind the camera, but he's not around. Anyway, his assistant is here.
No, he's my assistant.
Oh, he's your assistant? Okay, so you're back to take your place, yeah?
Yes.
All right. How have you been, Gigi?
Good.
How was your week?
Not bad.
Anything new?
Survive. No, nothing new. Same stresses in life, you know.
Have you recovered from the earthquake?
Oh yeah, for sure. Until someone mentions it, I forget it even.
Because I remember you telling me that you couldn't sleep.
Yeah, no, now it's very far from my mind. There are other things going on.
It's done.
Yeah. How about you? How was your week?
Yeah, it was good. It was all right. You know, same old. Yeah. I wasn't really affected by the earthquake like that. Or maybe it affected me, but I'm just trying to push it away. Like, I don't want to think about it, because if I think about it, I will have a hard time staying in this country. You know what I mean?
And you're stuck here.
So I just have to push through. Behind the camera, Alpha?
We are good, Baba.
How was your week?
My week has been fantastic. How's been your week?
Yeah, it has been good. Like, as I have been mentioning, it has been okay.
You know, the more expected earthquakes in Istanbul.
Bro, you don't tell me that.
I swear to God.
How do you feel about that? And like, they say that the next one is gonna be more detrimental than the last one. Like, the magnitude is gonna be higher than the last one.
Do you know that the earthquake that happened in 2000 in Istanbul cleared the whole city?
The whole city?
The whole city.
Which city?
Istanbul.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Many buildings fell.
Bro, but you shouldn't say that.
I know.
You shouldn't be telling us that now.
But be ready.
Bro.
Be ready.
What, the whole city out?
I'm telling you, my brother.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, buildings just...
Because the thing is, right, if it was like, if they didn't have these skyscrapers, like so many skyscrapers, we might have a chance. But it's like there's skyscrapers everywhere.
Yeah, because they need the
Everywhere.
space. Where, have you seen how many people are in Istanbul? Where would they fit?
Right.
With the big mansions we have there in Africa, people won't fit.
So
They
you're not
need them.
safe. You're not safe even if you.
My thing is that like they even before the one that happened, there was always the big one predicted to have happened. Did you know that? Like even before the earthquake happened.
Oh, okay.
Like it's always been predicted that there's going to
be
a big one that will happen here. But like they just don't know when exactly.
When it,
so
it's
for me
coming.
it's like
When?
Yeah, it could happen today, it could happen tomorrow, it could happen next month, it could happen in 2030.
That's the big question. When?
So for me it's like how long do I like live anticipating it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
when do you stop worrying
at what
about
point
it?
do I stop? So you just have to stop and just like
exactly. That's how I'm moving.
Hope and pray that it won't be your time when it happens. If it's your time, you will go. If it's not your time, you'll be fine.
Right. Yeah, I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
If it's not your time, it's not your time.
You take things as they come, especially things that can't be predicted. Maybe if it was a situation where we knew, or on the 30th in 2027, then you will always be ready that by that time, if you have to run away or anything. But like it's something that when God says now it's happening, that's when
it's happening. Happen. No one knows when.
Yeah. So you can spend the rest of your time here actually worrying, and you never actually see another earthquake here. Or we are all going to see it all.
And you're about to go.
I'm about to go.
What if it happens the day before you go? Like right before you go.
As long as I don't die in the building, then my ticket will be ready. I'll be out of here. But if I do, I believe in God's timing and.
You guys, you have to stay with your passports everywhere you go, because anytime is tea time. It may happen anytime, anyway. Okay, so you know what? I don't like talking about this country, right? Because we push it so much, but they fail to appreciate the efforts that we put in their name,
Yeah, it's really crazy the hostility they have. I mean, of course, they are genuinely like a lot of feeling of people who are here, like, oh no, we are doctors which horror, but they are actually trying to get work, but they don't actually have work. There are people like that, right? But then majority of the people are just people like us. We are actually in school paying US dollars to be learning here. So the amount of hostility we receive is crazy.
From these people, right?
Like I'm just here to get a degree and I will go. I also don't want to be here,
Speaking about hostility, South Africa also does the same. Like we're out here pushing Amapiano, going to their shows, right? We are the ones making the artists rich. We are the ones. You know what, Zimbabweans? If you look at the statistics of the number of people who go to these concerts, these Amapiano concerts, I promise you, I kid you not, 60 or 70% of them will be Zimbabweans.
For sure.
Yeah, but like they fail to appreciate. They'll be spreading hostility against Zimbabweans, and yet we are the ones who are actually doing the work.
Yeah, because I saw what's this podcast? Amapiano Pulse, right?
Yeah.
And they were talking about what do you call it? This festival, Amafest, that happens in the UK and stuff. I don't even know what about it they were really talking about. But like what stood out to me, like there was no mention of the fact that most of the people that go to these shows are actually Zimbabweans. And I was like, that's so crazy, because especially in the UK, right? I don't think there are a lot of South Africans that can fill up their place. But Ganzout Amafest, most of the Zimbabwean people I know or see on TikTok go to that show. They are the ones who fill up everything.
You see, let's take for instance here in Turkey, right, in Istanbul. Look at those Afro clubs, like African clubs, right? We are guys. Even when we Zimbabweans go, they were even called South Africans. will be asking and requesting for the piano songs, dancing the music, jamming to the music, and like, bro. Anyway, I want to talk about this. Do you know the beef between Casper Nyovest and Mac G?
No, I didn't really know there was beef.
Yeah, apparently there is beef between those guys. Like they're always talking shit about Casper Nyovest on their podcast.
Why? Like just because? Like,
Shit, to be honest, I don't know where it came from, but I just know that there is beef amongst them.
Yeah.
There is beef. So I'm scrolling on TikTok this other day, and I see one of the podcasters who podcast with my G, right? So Penduka. He's drunk, screaming, "I love you, Casper Nyovest." I don't know where they met. Like the video just showed him saying that, "I love you, Casper Nyovisto," trying to hug him, and like Casper was like, "Bruh, chill." He didn't like respond like that. It was just like, "No, man. Since they have beef." Did you see the video?
I did.
Yeah,
I
that was crazy. Because with the hate that they spread towards that guy, now in public you are now trying to be in good terms with him. It was just crazy for me. That was the point.
I mean, when it comes to content creation,
Yeah.
if you're on the come up, you have to. Nowadays, I think it's like a marketing scheme when you talk about shit about people that have made it
Facts.
for you to come up.
Mm-hmm. Yet you actually really love them.
You know that
They are
this person is really them.
Facts. Facts.
So
Mhm.
that's just
Mhm.
social media. That's
It's a way to get up
It's a
there.
way to get up
Yeah.
Or maybe Mike is the one with the problem with Casper, and
So it-
actually he just goes with the vibes on the podcast.
Okay, yeah.
It
yeah.
could be one of two.
Because that's where the bag is. I have to roll with anything they tell me to roll with. Or anything that
it's like you and me right now. If there's someone you start bashing, like I can maybe give some points against, but at the end of the day we're a collective. So if whoever you are bashing, they'll be like, me and you were bashing. They'll be like, that podcast was saying shit about me. But it was funny though to see.
He was licking his ass, bro. He was like, "Yo visto, I know you hate me, but I love you, bro. I love you."
Yeah,
Bro.
I'm just yet to see what's it called in the next episode. After that, I've been like,
Exactly, me too. Like what they're gonna say.
You probably just laugh or something.
Yeah, they can't really say much about it.
But like it seems like people are just out here ignoring each other in South Africa. Do you see you watch Piano Pulse, right?
I do, yeah.
Like you see Sfiso being ignored by some artists.
Limpopo boy.
I don't even know who he is, but he got it.
Oh, that's South African dancer, right? So they went. There's this festival. I don't know. It's an event that they went, right? And like Sfiso was there. Limpopo. I think Limpopo was gonna perform,
Okay.
right? And then Limpopo was passing by Sfiso, and Sfiso was like, "Hey," he put his hand like this, and Limpopo boy didn't respond. He just went on with his business.
But apparently he says he didn't see him.
Yeah, I also heard.
But anyway, the situation I want to talk about is not that itself. It's that like when they were now doing their podcast.
Yeah.
And the other guy, Taki, like mentioned the incident and he laughed.
The nigga laughed. And it got on to Sfiso's
He
nerves.
really
He was
did,
like,
because then the rest of the episode was he was
disrespectful boys.
no,
like
before
you.
he even said that, like he was just not
Was it-
there anymore. Like he was like,
was
okay,
not
let's
doing his
move on.
thing.
It's like, are we done with this topic? Like he was not feeling it.
Yeah.
And then obviously he then said he was talking about something else, and he said those disrespectful boys will be there.
Yeah.
Like you are disrespectful. But do you think it was disrespect or like it was
I feel
something
like-
there to talk about?
I feel like he was just joking around. Like
but
they
he
claim,
really laughed.
yeah, they claim like they're that close,
Okay.
And me thinking like if my friend was in that situation and you're close
But
like
he's
that,
older,
I would even laugh at you like that.
even if he's older.
Yeah, even if,
Because
but we are
Sfiso
friends.
is older,
We are
though. Really?
Yes, that's what I think.
So you don't think it was disrespectful?
I don't think it was
That
disrespectful. I
laugh
just feel
was
like he
too much. I
overreacted.
feel like
He feels so
no.
overreacted.
I think he did overreact, but also he
was right to do
deserved the reaction. Maybe that reaction was a bit over the top, but I think he deserved it because the way Taki laughed was giving like wakunyanyofara like they would
Yeah,
say
yeah, because they laughed for a long time, minutes and minutes.
Because even the other girl was there,
Really, do you have to laugh? Do you have to laugh like that? Anyway, talking about MacG, do you remember the issue we talked about last time of him like giving his comments against what is the name? Mini Lamini, right? And then so now apparently he's been summoned by Parliamentary Portfolio Committee. By the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee.
I saw a TikTok and it was like on the news or something like that. So then the woman, the news reader gave the thing and she's like, that's what's gonna happen. And then she was interviewing a lady that I think would be on the committee or something like that. But basically she's going like there are a lot of issues with gender-based violence and like gender-based abuse.
Yeah.
And she was basically saying the reason why they are taking this seriously is because it's ndomatangira zvinoita, like it starts small, like these things like this, like online like men bullying women or something. So it could get like bigger, so they are trying to do my thing is, I think there are people who've actually been through worse, like actual gender-based violence, and like no one speaks up as much about it as they are doing this. So
I think it's because it's MacG.
Or because it's Mini.
Oh yeah, either both
like it could be she just has powerful friends and she's trying to like make an example out of it since they have their beef and you know. It doesn't seem like it's like a genuine issue that should be made a big deal out of when there are like so many other bigger things. Because I did like, and I thought that when I was watching it, and then when I was reading the comments, there were people saying the same thing, like not giving specific examples of people who've been abused or those cases, and they're like, no one is spoken about this like this, and then now this thing that's online. And I'll still stand on the fact that she said something about him first also.
Yeah.
Of course he took it a step further, maybe. I don't know, but it's like we run it a beef, but like beef, and then when it now gets too much for you, then now you're making it seem like
yeah, true.
I don't know, I feel like MacG will just laugh it out and like say some stuff if he actually goes there.
If he actually, that's a big if, because he might not actually go. But he has to go. I mean, it's the government, it's the fucking higher ups.
But there's no arrest warrant or something.
Yeah.
He just has to answer to some questions.
So there's a big issue, Gigi. Is anyone Catholic here? No one is Catholic. You Catholic?
I've been a lot.
So I Catholic occasionally.
Occasionally.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, with religion, you have to pick a side.
No.
With religion, you have to pick a side.
No, why should I pick a side when
Christianity.
I'm a Christian.
It's not a religion.
But like, isn't it like Catholics are different from Pentecostal?
It's a denomination, but you're still a Christian.
But it's the same values, the same
values.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but then the way they pray is different.
It's just that.
It
doesn't have rules.
What
rules? Like
everything is rules and regulations.
I mean, like different from
the Bible is the same rules. No matter what Bible you read.
But the religion is the same. It's still Christian. It's like going to different churches and doing, like, let's say maybe this month you go there, next month you go there.
Even Muslims have denominations.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They have the Shia.
But they should, because you know some way jabs, some don't.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, guys. Before I actually talk about the issue I wanted to talk about, right? I just want to ask you if you have seen this video of Makandiwa saying that people say that I buy expensive cars. In Makandiwa's voice, I'm being Makandiwa right now. People say that I buy expensive cars. But the issue is the cars are actually expensive to you. I buy cheap cars. They are not expensive to me. Offering about why are these guys like this?
I don't think the offering takes them that far.
Yeah.
So what takes them that far though?
It's what they invested in using the offering
Yeah.
initially.
They're business people.
They're business people.
But you shouldn't be bragging in front
Because
of
there are
your
so many
poor
people.
congregants. You're struggling congregants, bro.
So the thing is, if I'm bragging, I'm motivating you because you're saying what I'm doing. It's supposed to drive you. If you take it as if I'm bragging you,
That's
now
where you
to
go
me
wrong.
It's like I'm bragging, but I'm motivating you.
Yeah, if you take it that way, it makes sense.
But that's how they.
Because in what you're saying, it seems like he was addressing what people say about him. From what you're saying.
That's what he said.
Yeah. You naturally have to address claims about you, clear.
By the way,
Make
it's like
clarifications.
these cars are not expensive. And you know, guys, the cars that you
And
use,
they are not expensive
You guys
to
fucking
him,
rich.
like you saying. It's true. If you have the money, they are not. Say you have $1 billion, right? When you buy the Rolls Royce, it won't be the same for me who saved up for a year to buy the Rolls Royce. For me, it's
Yeah.
gonna be expensive. For the one person with $1 billion, it's just
another day. Just another day. Crazy. Anyway, so the actual thing I wanted to talk about is like, the Pope died.
right.
Like the one before the one who has been appointed. So the issue was like, there has to be a Pope that has to be selected to take the place of the deceased Pope. Do you understand what I mean? So Africans were actually like, this time maybe it might be a black Pope, stuff like that. Yeah, like Africans were actually hope. They actually had so much hope that this time it will be a black Pope. But anyway, guess which country?
Who picks these popes?
I really don't have an
It's
idea.
the people at the top. I forgot their name.
The cardinate. Is it the cardinate?
The cardinal.
Cardinal, exactly.
They elect each other.
Yeah.
But there are certain nominees though, initially.
So they pick from like what do you call pastors in a Catholic church?
Not pastors. There are people above pastors.
Those ones, the ones who.
Yeah.
So it's like a voting system,
It's like a
right?
voting
So
system.
everyone has a say in the vote.
Yeah.
I think that's
And
how
they get
do
to
it.
pick from around the world. The Catholics
Yeah.
around the
Wherever
world.
the people that are at the top, wherever they're from. I think you're like 2 or 1 black person there amongst them.
Yeah, they were not that much.
Amongst the nominees. So the one who's there.
Guess which country won?
Oh.
Listen, I
read-
said what is like elections. Guess which country?
I know.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So America took the place. So we now have an American Pope.
Why did you make that sad face? when you-
Yeah, like is it an issue?
No, I'm not.
You said-
Guys, come
The
on.
way you said-
No.
The way you said it
You
was
said
like it was such a
Please,
disappointment.
Don't crucify me. No, I'm not even angry about anything. I don't even have.
Not even
anything.
angry, but it sounded like a disappointment.
No, the issue is like
was
now.
some rigging the election.
No, the thing is like.
What's the
Yeah,
issue?
let me tell you my issue. But you know what happened? So I didn't have a problem. I didn't even know that a new pope was elected because like I'm not Catholic. I'm not that deep in these things, So I was also scrolling on my TikTok. Like I always see things on TikTok, right?
Yeah,
And then
continue.
I saw this guy, this Zimbabwean comedian, Dilenma, right? And he posted like something like, before the Pope died, the last person he met and had a meeting with was American, right? And now the elected Pope is also American. Isn't there something fishy there? I don't know. It's just like, so he put some ideas in my mind and I was like, bro,
I think
what's up?
I think I have more information when it comes to that. Beyond. So the person that you're saying American was actually the vice president, JD.
Was actually the vice president.
The vice president was the last person or the last leader to meet with them.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then a few days ago, Trump also posted on his official social media of him being the Pope, an AI picture.
Yeah.
Of him being the Pope.
Yeah, he was wearing the war regalia and shit.
And then
the conspiracy is coming.
The New York Catholic Society responded, criticizing him and then saying like
they were angry.
They were angry. And then a few days after, he's the first American Pope to be elected.
Is there so much power or whatever in someone being the Pope? Like, it is right
because like
the
religion
Pope
controls.
Is a big deal.
You have no religion on your side.
Yeah, because the Pope controls. And you have like, if you have like religious power on your side, you're good.
Yeah.
You have like a larger.
So we're saying the conspiracy is the niggas killed the Pope and and made sure an American one.
It sounds far fetched. It sounds far fetched, but we don't know.
Took advantage
of the situation.
So why is it reported that the Pope last met an American and then now we are?
That's the conspiracy.
That's where the question is. That's where the question is.
Maybe you can say that.
What's up?
The last one was from Italy, is it? Where was it?
I'm not sure, but yeah.
I think it was.
It should have been Italian.
I think so.
But then anyway, I just said to.
I mean, where else were they going to pick him from? Maybe it was genuinely the right candidate.
The right candidate.
It's yeah.
Guys, I won't lie. We'll never know. Anyway, moving on to another issue. This issue is frustrating me. Let's talk about something else. Did you see the Met Gala outfit?
Yeah.
What do you think about the Met Gala outfit?
You know what? I've never understood the Met Gala. Like in general, whenever like social media starts buzzing about the Met Gala, I've always wondered like what is even going on, right? Because a lot of things I know, like maybe when they are Grammys, I know what those are. I know what Oscars are. I know. Okay, let me say those two. The other ones are about movies and stuff, celebrities winning awards. Grammys are for like music and stuff. But the Met Gala, whenever it comes up, I'm always like, what is even going on? Because like, what's the purpose? Is it like are there awards or something? So recently, I actually found out that it's like just a fashion exhibition, and what it is designers, famous or rich designers, you don't even have to be famous, you have to be rich designers buy a table at the Met Gala, right? Like, because it's like it will be a dinner or something, so they buy a table. I don't know how many people will be on it, but let's say for example 5. So
the designers
so the designers pay like 70K or something for US bucks for a table. Do you understand?
To showcase
designers or anything, because I also recently found out there's this guy, right, who went to the Met Gala last year, right? He does like fashion what's called content. Like he does those high-end fashion TikToks, he does those. So last year TikTok bought a table, and that's why he went to the Met Gala. And everyone was going like, this year are you going, what are you going to wear? And then he was explaining that last year I only went because TikTok bought a table, and then it picked like, you know, fashion, people who do fashion content like really good, and then those are the people that went.
Yeah.
Right. So then basically designers or whoever, or even a company or something, they buy a table, then the designers like what's called approach celebrities, artists, movie actors or whatever, then they approach them, then they collab. Basically they design them clothes, then these people wear the clothes, go to the Met Gala, model it, go sit on the table, have dinner. So basically it's just their modeling. designers, cheap clothes.
Clothes, okay.
And for me, it was a moment because there's so many like celebrities who wear really nice clothes on other things, and then on the Met Gala, it's like, are you trying to be like innovative? Like,
Or you're trying to be funny.
Are you trying to be extravagant? Like, it seems like it's such a miss, right? But then I'm like, now I get it, because it's not about the artist's personal fashion or anything, or their personal.
They don't get to
It's
choose.
not maybe they do, but out of a selection, like if a designer has, I made these clothes for the Met Gala, maybe you get to choose maybe 1 out of 5, but it's not like your own personal style. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So for me, it made sense why some celebrities like and I'm like, you ate this time, especially the African ones. I don't know if you saw, there were so many. There were a few African. Thames always dresses so magnificently, but what she was wearing in the makeup, I was like, oh. I don't know if you saw.
I did. Who else was there?
Tyler.
Not Tyler, but Tyler wasn't bad, right? It was like decent enough.
It was fair.
Who else? This Nigerian artist, she's also female.
Ira.
No, Ira. But Ira was also decent, right?
So who else? Are you sure it's not Thames?
There's the one who always say that she's well built, but I don't agree.
It's Thames.
Oh, that's Thames.
Yes.
Okay. Thames wasn't bad, right? She was the one with an umbrella, right?
I think it was a blue.
Like kind of like scotched. It was kind of
Blue dress. That blue.
yeah.
With an umbrella, right?
I mean, most people with umbrellas.
I think
I think
she's the one.
umbrellas.
I think
Or
she's the
even
one.
Bella Boy. Did you see what he was wearing?
Yeah. And then like I also heard that they are given a time. I heard that they are given a time frame.
But why was it yellow?
You get what I mean?
A
I heard
time
that they have a time frame, like they are told like to have a theme of like in the 90s or something like
You know, yeah, there
Vintage.
is a theme, but my point is celebrities don't. It's not about their own usual style or whatever.
Yeah.
It's they are collaborating with designers. They are out there to showcase what design.
Who was the best dressed for you and for you?
I don't want to sit here and lie and say I saw everything, because Met Gala content, I find it on TikTok. I find some people who like give criticisms, or I see people posting pictures on their stories and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like I like Zendaya's suit. It looked really nice. But then someone else wore the exact same suit.
the same event.
Yeah. And it was a thing. It was funny. But I like Zendaya's suit. I also saw
Was it the same designer?
Cardi B. I'm sure I didn't like this. I think it should be. But why would the designer do that also?
Right.
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
It's actually, I don't know. No one knows what happened.
miss-
A white person, white female,
Yeah. Or isn't she Asian or something?
something like
Yeah. Yes. And then people now are comparing who it based. I say Zendaya. I think I always like Zendaya's like
Style.
vibe, aura. It looked nice. And there was also this guy. Have you guys watched Snowfall? What is it called? Or do you know what's his name? Dempson.
the one that came and they removed.
Yes, the one who was wearing a he was wearing what do I call it?
The Formula One.
Formula One. He came driving a Formula One car, right?
You do know there's a story behind that.
I don't know.
There's a movie coming.
Oh, there's a
It's like a Formula One movie. So he was also marketing.
marketing. Yeah. I also
No, but like the whole thing was because I really
because
like.
like after that Formula One thing, right?
Yeah.
And there's a suit.
There's a
Yeah, like him just driving
Bro.
into it.
And niggas like
That was dope.
the aura.
That was dope.
It's the aura.
it's the
for
one
me.
like Prada, baby.
Yes. Yes. Last time he said,
Prada, baby.
That's what you. It's Prada, baby.
Prada,
I'm like,
baby.
oh,
Yeah, it
yes.
was actually cool. That was
That
dope.
was giving.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Anyway, for me, I'm gonna choose between the guy who was wearing a keyboard.
There was a guy wearing it. You see, this is
Was it a piano or a
this
keyboard?
Met Gala, like, what's it called? Outfits are so questionable. A lot of them are like.
That one was crazy because like it's so cool at you
Wait, but I actually also have an issue about the Met Gala. So, like, someone was saying that there are a lot of like some male artists, right? Some of them, when they become famous, they start being dressed like really like feminine.
Gays.
No, not gays. They're not even gay. They're just dressed that
What's
way.
the other word?
In a feminine way. Yeah, like any other word you use, that's not it. I promise you, skip whatever you want to say is not it.
Okay, let me skip the word. Let me skip the word. But
Yeah, because
let's
there
use
was
feminine.
this guy. Wow, what song did he sing that you guys? I don't know. Okay, he did like a country album, but nene hip hop, like the guy.
Oh, I'm gonna take my horse to the...
That was a long time ago, and that was
My bad.
Shabuzi.
I think so.
He has locks.
He has locks.
In the
Right?
store.
Did you see how he was dressed at the Met
I
Gala?
saw. Do they change outfits? Because the one that I saw, it was like calm. It was like a suit.
I think he removed the jacket. So under the jacket, it's like a
crop top.
No, it wasn't even crop top. It was just like a. Have you seen me wearing tops that are not crop tops? Right? Can't say it's a crop top. I can't carry a top. Like there's no hands there. It's just
tight.
And it's tight, and it is like jewelry there. It was just real tight. It just looked like sass.
People are being converted.
It's true. I believe
And
that.
yeah.
Like the guys with power, eh?
Yeah,
There's a possibility
because there's this thing that like in Hollywood people have to go
It was
through.
after listening to Kate Williams also.
Yeah.
We're now
Yeah, like people go through
Yes,
humiliation. Yeah, you have to
now we
go
don't
through
know
that.
now,
shit.
yeah.
And a lot of people, like as soon as they are very famous,
They start doing some
you start
weird
hearing
shit.
them say that. It's like Lil Nas X. Do you remember that there's a time when he just then switched to being gay or feminine or whatever?
After his hits, like after
his hits.
he's hit the charts.
Even females though, like for an example, Kanye West's wife, she's always naked.
Who came? Which one?
No.
Oh, that
Yeah.
Ah,
The one
bro.
Like money and humiliation are like, hey, if you're in the entertainment,
You have to go through some humiliating stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
crazy.
Anyway, when I was talking about the keyboard guy before you cut me.
Okay,
So I was saying it's between the keyboard guy and Dochi. Why are you laughing? No, why are you laughing?
It was not nice.
It was a gimmick.
And for me, it's like maybe that's the story you want to talk about. But she made such a fuss. See, when it comes to revealing, people should do it like Damson did it. You know, like let's build up, and then when you review, it's like
oh, okay, yes.
Where's Deutsch? There was a whole thing leading up to I don't know. She was covered in a box. So
I mean, like,
something.
yeah, it was the
There were
first time.
umbrellas. They were, and then when they removed and reviewed, it was just like, oh, okay.
Let's now talk
And
about. that
it's not
moment.
even bad, right? The outfit.
Nah, it was bad.
No, I don't
Nah,
think
it
it's
was whack.
like there were worse outfits. I think there were worse outfits.
Nah, that wasn't good. You did that.
No, and I think they were worse outfits. For me, it looks way worse because of the fuss. Like if you're going to do a review, there must be something extra in there. If you're wearing something basic, just come in, like a normal person.
Anyway, let's talk about that moment when she was rude.
Yeah.
What do you think about that situation?
So I saw one clip in the beginning, right? And I didn't think she was necessarily being rude. I genuinely thought she was just frustrated.
Or the one she was asking for an umbrella? Or
Both of them she was.
Both of them?
I don't know. Okay, the other one she was asking for umbrellas or something. And I thought she was just like maybe she wanted whatever the moment of revealing to be perfect or something. That's what I got from it. But like a lot of people had different opinions about that. But I also saw another one before she got into the building and she was saying she doesn't want people to see them. I don't know. But it seemed like the whole situation was just really messy. And if she was talking to her staff or the people that help her like that, she knows their cameras and stuff. I can only imagine how like her work ethic is like in general. Like,
and besides,
Let me go
like the
artistic.
pressure it was actually her first time going there, right? So it's like the pressure that you have. You want to make everything perfect. Now you're
yeah, it could have
blowing.
been that.
you're crashing out in front of people.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking umbrella.
Yeah.
You know.
It could be like she didn't like. In general, she's usually nice, and then that day she was.
Yeah, because
things
so
were
many people
happening.
in comments they were like, this is not Dawn. She doesn't speak like that. But it was
But
her.
we don't know, like.
No, it was her.
No, I mean, oh, you mean literally? I thought
Yeah,
you meant
literally.
like a character or something.
Mm.
Because we can't know someone in a celebrity's character, like from what we see, like
yeah.
at all. A lot of celebrities we think are really nice. If we could have a insight into their background and everything they do behind the scenes, you'd be surprised. A lot of celebrities, if you talk to their assistant, they would tell you like the weirdest stuff.
They are like, yeah.
Like we can we just know
PR.
these people from fucking music videos, their music, movies. So we don't know, but ish.
Anyway, back to SA. So Scott Mapuma. So he actually finally apologized to the fans to say, okay, it's fine. Now let me give my life back to you. Take pictures as much as you want.
He did not stand 10 toes down on the ground.
I knew he was going to do it.
If you're going to be that person, just be that person. If you're not, then don't.
Then don't even try.
Double back down,
I don't think that was cool. They said that.
Yeah, like, cause if he was just going to apologize at the end, then just take pictures with people, smile, and then go crash out after, or like suck it in, talk to people, and then go crash out later, or be drunk when you go to shows. So something.
You know, I feel like that character, you have to do those things when you are like really, really up there. Just like Kanye West, he's doing it whilst he's a billionaire. Because Mapuma just started, you know, and you can't have such issues when you just started. So he must at least grow first, and then show his actual attitude later. When he has
completely loyal.
You get it, because you cannot do it now. You go back to the street.
Anyway, but he said it was a PR stunt and people took him too seriously. That's what he said. Don't you think it's true?
Man, I don't know.
I mean, people do anything these days for...
Now I don't know.
People do things to trend these days.
I guess we never know.
Anyway, like, so... I have a dilemma that, like, and I want to know.
Bro, I miss your dilemma. It's been too long. It's been so long.
I think we should make it a regular thing.
Yeah.
So
we have to have one every time.
You guys have to tell me what you think. And people who are watching in the comments, like, if you think about something, you tell us in the comments. But you know, I don't like having dilemmas where things could be on a male or female side and I'm the only female. Because I'm always outnumbered.
It's neutral bias, like we're not gonna pick a side.
Because in this one they're definitely saying there's no way of being in the middle, like, because fine, let me do, you see what I'm saying.
But I'm sure like so many people will see that.
See, you're already doing it.
Okay, let's go. I'm sure.
You're already doing it, and I haven't even said what I want to say. This is a losing battle. But alright, so so this is the story. So I'm going to talk about a male, let's say. So okay, let's say you skip. Let's say your girl is a male best friend that she has known for years. It's just to make it like readable.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay,
no,
behind the
right.
camera.
No, it's alright. Sorry.
Walk it behind the camera.
Yeah, walking behind the camera. Let's say you have a girl. Let's say you have a girl, right? And she has a male best friend that she has known for years, right? And then your girl's birthday is coming up and you've planned for a weekend getaway and you have no problem with the best friend, like you guys are cool, cordial or whatever, to whatever extent. You can't quantify it, but like muriku, Then 4 days before the trip that you have planned, right? She asks you if she can move this trip that you have planned to the next weekend. Why? Because her male best friend has managed to secure 2 box tickets to an Usher concert on her actual birthday. So let's say the actual birthday is probably during the week or something, and then you're gonna take her a weekend. Now
Yeah.
she's going to change it to the next weekend because she on the actual birthday, male Bestie has secured 2 box tickets to Usher's concert
Usher.
because he works.
Kurine Bombera.
Yeah, he works at a media company or something. So pull my strings and whatnot. And like your girl has been trying to get these tickets for the longest to go to Usher's concert. You know this. She's been trying, probably even helped to the best of your extent, but there's no luck. A Panama tickets. Then my best friend, she pull my strings when he found the tickets. Because Usher is a favorite artist, dream, like it's a dream to do this, and you know it's a dream to do this. This is her best artist, like she's always talking about. I want to be at an Usher concert type thing.
Yeah.
So here come the questions. I'll ask you, since you guys are as guys, how do you feel about your girl wanting to move your weekend trip?
First of all, I will never get in a relationship where my woman has a male bestie. First of all, right? Let's say I'm caught in the case, like that's the situation, hypothetically speaking, right? I would feel some type of way. You said like I'll be cool with the male bestie, right? If we are that cool, right? If he's my nigga like that, he'll be like, bro, I got these tickets. Just take your hand. He gives me the tickets. Boom, we go.
Why? Because you want to be the hero.
No, like he gives me the tickets, right?
Well, he wants to go to the concert too. Why must I give you the tickets that I acquired?
Because that's the right thing to do. Because the thing is, my problem with male besties, right? It's not like I have a problem with you having that relationship. I know I'm not questioning your intentions with my girl, right? But like the things that come to my mind when you guys are together and like the boundaries, you know, like I just don't feel like it's the right thing to do, man. I'm just against this.
So you say in this situation, what your girl
shouldn't go.
Not go to
shouldn't
to
go.
a favorite.
Yeah. Because like I already made plans, right?
Oh, I left out it. You can cancel them easily. Not cancel them, but you can move the trip easily. No refunds, nothing is needed. You can move it.
No, it doesn't matter. Like you going with your
see, you said it's not a battle. Just say your problems. I'm just
that's
asking questions. Yeah, I'm not fight me.
No, I'm not fighting you. That's the issue. Like I'm just against the idea of having besties in the first place and now taking my girl. Like I made plans. I put so much effort in it, guys. You know, for me just to move it.
Yeah.
Behind
the camera.
I think for me, first of all, I'll double down on what he said.
Thank you, my brother.
First thing, he's not even a true friend to her. He's not my friend. I understand that. But to my girl, he's not a true friend because he would rather go to the concert
with
him than the boyfriend.
Yes. Thank you, my brother.
The right thing is for him to get the tickets for his friend and the lover, meaning my girl and me.
So you guys go as the lovers type.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. So already he's not even a true friend to my girl because he would rather go to the concert.
So if he gives these tickets to both of you and you have to move your weekend plans, you guys would be fine with it.
No problem. If
all of a sudden it would be fine that she has a male best friend.
It's not fine, but it's a better situation to be in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because won't you still feel some type of way that your girl feels the need to move your plans in this plan that even though it's you two going, it's the best friend that has planned these things.
That's what
he's saying that the feeling it will be better. Like I don't
so
feel
how about
like
if
shit.
it was a girl best friend that found these tickets gave it to you guys and you have to move your plans, is it
now
still the same thing?
It's not the same thing because, like you said again, she's making the concert an importance than my trip. What I have planned for her, what I have planned for her came from the heart. Me as a lover.
And you're saying
As a
this
partner.
other plan is better.
And now she's saying that other plan is better.
Yeah. So the other question was that's why I wish there was another figure that. But the question was, you as the girl, would you actually like go to take these tickets and go to Asha's concert and like go to your boyfriend and
Enlighten us.
No, I would never do that, like, ever. I wouldn't want that done to me. I wouldn't do that because like what that's saying is, as much as like it's not like Asha is going to pay you, or like there's something he can give you so much by you going to his concert. Like it's really not that deep to the point where you would hurt someone. I think it's hurtful. You guys wouldn't describe it that way, but I think the way it is would be, it would actually hurt you that you put in probably months and months of planning this perfectly to the T, arrange things perfectly for your girl, money, you've invested, you've done this, that, and the third, and then someone like comes in and just makes it seem like it can just be moved to the next week. Even if it's possible, it's like someone is disregarding,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
what you do. And in this situation, I wouldn't do it also because it definitely feels like I would rather do like the thing that my best friend has done for me than what my lover has done for me, and that would like cause so much friction. And like even just having that thought, I think would be very, very much wrong. So
because you going there, it says a lot. I would definitely have so much information about that whole scenario if the girl agrees to go.
Should you even have a best friend?
That's the biggest question, and I already answered that.
Should you even have a
That's where my problem is. Do you beg to differ?
no, I don't beg to.
Don't run away from the conversation. Come on.
No, I'm not running away. It's even me in my current relationship. I don't have a best friend or even male friends in general that I'm close to because I think it's for the best for everyone involved.
Oh, that's the reason it's for the best. Okay, so
Because I have had friends who are males. I haven't seen them in any way. I would like to be like they've never had any advances on me or whatever, and they've been there, right? But I know like what it's like when you're now in when you're in a relationship. I would understand why the next person wouldn't want you to be close or friends with someone of the opposite sex, because a lot of people like believe, not even just believe, but a lot of times, like what's it called, what do I call it? Different gender relationships, they're not completely genuine. It's like one person could actually be genuinely a friend, and the other one maybe they're genuinely a friend, but like deep down they want it to be something else, or given the chance to, they would turn it into something else. So it's like there's also no way of quantifying it, of like really like seeing whether someone just wants to be your friend or they want something more, or so the person, your person, would be right to not want that.
Or feel some type
I
of
think there's just so much friction that even if it looks genuine, even if your person is friends with the person and they know each other or whatever, and I think there'll always be some sort of friction between the person you're in a relationship with and your other gender friend or best friend or whatever. So I think when you get into a relationship, the best thing is to just they all have to go.
I think we can agree on that, because like I'm sure, like, so it's maybe it's just us or like other people, but some other people don't even give a fuck if their girl has a male bestie. It's just different for everyone.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know if it's ego or insecurity or anything, but I just don't like to get myself in those situations. But personally, I believe that if you have a male best friend, right, even if you don't want to be in a relationship with, at the end of the day, if you have any problem that you encounter in your life, you're going to go to your male bestie, right? You're going to share all those moments together. They're going to comfort you, and like, even if you don't want to, maybe a connection of some sort will be built, like, as you go and you end up getting into a relationship, even if you don't want to. So I'm just against the whole bestie thing. I raise my case.
Yeah. I don't think it always has to be that way.
No, it doesn't always, but like it's
what you're saying.
what runs in my mind, right? So now if I see you with a male bestie, those are the things that I'll be thinking about. So it's about my own thinking, the way I think.
I think like if you like actually genuinely have a friend of the opposite gender, it would be sad to lose that. But I think life is about priorities and what matters to you more. If you find yourself having like you feel the need to hold on to like your male relationships from before, whatever, at the expense of like the person you're in with feelings or their comfortability, then I think there's a big issue. It shouldn't like even what's called be a big deal to like let all of that shit go.
This has been another episode of Ashwagandha, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you need. Please, guys. Say something at least.
Share the channel.
Right.
With your mother, with your aunt,
grandparents, guys. Come on. I mean, we make sense, right?
Okay, I want to ask you guys a question. Which other podcast is talking about everything that's going on in the world? Politically, socially, economically, financially,
dramatically, biblically. Oh yes, I like that. I think you might find one, but at least we are up there. We're with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think these guys, the problem with is people don't even know what they are missing out on. Like people should just give it a chance.
Tune in,
not
guys.
Enough
tune
people
in,
giving it a chance. I feel like if someone just watches an episode, they will be like, okay.
Before I tune out, did you listen to Japanese album? How about you?
We're listening to it right now.
Bruh, I have like 3 or 4.
Yeah, we can listen to it after this.
Nah, I really like that shit.
Maybe, but you have 3 or 4 and you're saying you like the album. How does that mean?
I'm sure the other ones will grow on me. Listen, I'm actually biased. I'm biased.
Yeah? Can I tell you an idea whilst we're still on the podcast?
Yeah.
We're going to do a listening party and then we react to it.
Yeah.
First,
we can we have a special edition episode.
The special edition. We're going to react to it.
Yeah.
To the whole album.
Yeah.
To the whole album.
Yeah.
From the first one.
I feel like you guys.
But then how long will be the video? Like change reactor, so like maybe
we don't finish the whole song.
Shit.
We don't finish the whole song. But yes, guys, I mean, I'm biased because like, I like that guy. He's my goat.
Yeah, no, we'll do the 3 of us with different.
Like after JP, I put Winky D after JP.
It's the opposite for me, but I understand you.
But I don't understand you though. But I don't respect what you like.
For me, it's personal preference.
Yes, I don't.
Japa is a fantastic artist.
Yeah.
How diverse is he? Can he do hip hop?
He can, but he doesn't do it.
That's what I'm saying.
But not doing it doesn't mean that he can't do it.
Do you know he can?
That's what I'm saying.
He is saying like in a dancehall beat and flopped.
I mean, there's your answer.
When they went to this BBX show.
For me, I can listen to Winky D on a reggae. I can also listen to him doing traditional.
And that's
But
what
listen,
you like.
Joe Preza is good at his craft. Like he just
And
focused
that's
on
why I
one
respect that.
on one
See, that's why he said he
genre.
respects
respect
that.
it.
You also
I
have to
understand
respect
you.
Winky D and him being.
And I
Well, yeah, I
understand,
also-
I understand why you have Wiki D second. I understand that.
Why do you understand that?
Because he resonates with like the culture. And that's
Wiki
what
D
you-
also resonates with the
Yes.
culture, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
He,
Like
but the
even-
Japres is
actually-
like a different level of
It's a
it.
different
Like
level.
he's like
That's
traditionally like. Is that a word that I can use? Like Japresa's songs are like they really traditionally resonate with being Zimbabwean and not being a Zimbabwean. It's
Yes.
like whereas Wiki D, right? Yes, also is all about the culture, but like you can't say Zimdanso is really like
Can I tell
But
you?
actually-
Can I tell you why I say Japreza is bigger than Wiki D? Japreza has been there in the game longer. And,
Longer than Wiki D.
and has had
No, that's crazy. That's
and has had better collaborations.
okay.
collabs.
Nah.
Japreza has collabed with
Davido,
has collabed with
Diamond,
Platinum,
Yemi Alade.
Yemi Alade.
Yeah, but Wiki D has been in the game longer than JB though.
A music game
Yeah, music
that
game.
we would have to do research on that.
I'm telling you. Wiki D started singing way back, bro.
I know he's been doing. I know him since 2009.
Way
2010,
back.
something.
When did Japreza start?
That's what I'm saying. I would have to do because now that's what I'm saying. Like Japreza, he probably has been doing music for a long time,
Mhm.
but he was recognized.
When
After.
after the yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when they say content. When this channel is going to blow up, they're going to see 50 more videos that have been there.
Yeah.
But that one topic that we've talked about that went viral is the one that people are going to know, and then now more people are going to build up from there.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But we have to do the reaction.
Facts. Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, we'll do it.
We'll be very balanced. But this has been us.
Yeah, we're signing out, motherfuckers.